This is totally cool. I gotta have one. What's it do?
It's a robotic lawnmower.
A robotic lawnmower.
No.
Automatically cuts the lawn.
No gas, no paying the kids an allowance.
Now I know I gotta have one. Now let's get this thing out of here. Steve's on his way. He'll want it.
Well, good morning, and welcome once again to the loft here at Ask This Old House, where we take on your questions about maintaining your old house, whether it's 2 weeks old or 200 years old. I don't know where Richard is.
I haven't seen him.
But if he was here, he'd want to tell you about his recent success story. He took a scalding shower and tamed it. Have a look.
All right, they said it was 52. Hi, I'm Richard Trethewey from Ask This Old House.
Hey, Richard. Good to see you.
How are you?
Thanks for coming.
How long you been here?
About 5 years.
Do you have to do a lot of work to it?
Not too much. When we came, we had no kitchen, so we put a lot of time and effort in the kitchen.
Right.
Kitchen's great, and we kind of stalled after that.
Ran out of energy?
A lot of work.
And money?
Energy, money. Yeah.
Are you the gardener?
Nope. I stay away from the garden. It's my wife's.
Okay.
My wife's domain.
Well, I heard that you have a discussion about a shower here.
Yep, that's right. It's upstairs.
Great.
Okay.
Very nice, Dick. I love the white, how it makes all the pieces stand out.
Thank you. White's a great color for that.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an art director, advertising agency.
So some of these pieces may have come back from the occasional shoot?
Not that one in particular, but a couple of little knickknacks finding their way back home.
You've got good taste.
Thanks.
I like this, the dining room with the shaker chairs. Always a favorite. Tell me about this piece.
Oh, I would say, it's nothing special, but I'd say it's part of our early attic collection.
It seems to have a mind of its own.
Yeah, it does.
Moving
It
left.
does. The charm of the early attic.
So, the new kitchen?
Yep, this we did when we first moved in.
So what was here before?
Actually, there was nothing here. When we moved in, there was new floors, and it was all very open. There was a little chair and table. But it wasn't until I went down in the basement that I realized that I noticed the stove down there, and I called up to my wife, is there a stove in the kitchen?
Right.
She said, what kitchen? So there was really no kitchen at all.
So it's a lot more open if you put the stove in the basement, right?
Right, you get a lot more free space.
Well, I see out here a nice courtyard and an addition off the side. Now, I live in a mansard style house, and they're very difficult to do an addition well. It's tough to match. They've done a nice job.
Yeah,
there.
it works well for us.
Now, you said you had a problem.
We have a little plumbing problem. Well, this
Hi.
is part of the problem. This is my
Hi, I'm
daughter,
Richard.
Phoebe.
Hi,
Nice to
Phoebe.
meet you, Richard.
So what's up?
So every time Dick takes a shower, he puts the warning out to all of us not to use the water. And inevitably, I use the sink or flush the toilet, and I hear loud scream coming from upstairs.
And
The
you're doing
toilets.
that to get attention from Dick?
I do get it. But
Well,
yeah.
I'm not sure that we'll be able to ever change Phoebe, but maybe we can fix this problem.
I think that's probably the better way to go. It's been 5 years of that problem.
Take me to it.
Okay.
Well, we see this plenty, Dick. This is a 3-valve. Hot pipe comes into here, cold pipe comes into here, and it mixes and either goes up to the shower head or down to the spout. So there is a replacement that we can do, which is to put in a thing called a pressure-balanced shower valve, which means that as the cold water pressure disappears, the valve will adjust and keep a consistent temperature. No more scalding. Right?
Now, you replace the 3, or does that go in above it? How does that
Well,
work?
the way it'll work is, with the water off, we will take these 3 pieces out, we'll open up the tile just large enough to put the new valve in and to connect the pipes to it, and then there's a finished cover plate that goes over the old holes in the tile.
So even though the hole's really big, you'll be able to cover it up.
That's right. So,
Right.
so I've got to run to the supply house, get a couple of parts, and I think we can knock it out for you.
Okay.
Dick, is the water off?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Good. So it starts by taking these handles off. Now they have little caps over the screws at the end. And the valves don't look original, obviously, so hopefully they're not all corroded on. There's one. And what I'm trying to do is to get these handles off so I can mark where I want the tile to be. Yeah, got it. One more. Oh, man. Now, when you're having a bad day, those screws break off.
Right.
And then I get the reciprocating saw and cut these things out. What we do is we open up the jaws wide enough to get over the handle, and then this screw will drive down and actually pull the handle off. Let's see.
Where do you get a tool like that, and how much would it be?
I get this at the plumbing supply place, the wholesaler. I don't know, it's probably a $20 tool.
Is there a secret knock or anything?
Oh, that one was on there. There we go. All right, so there's some of the handles. Next, I want to get the chrome bits off, the escutcheons. This is a fine thread. You got to turn it counterclockwise. The next step is to remove these stems. So I'll use a socket wrench that fits right over there and a Stilson wrench for additional leverage. That one was easy.
3 for 3, good work.
There is a God in heaven. All right, so this is what it's going to look like as a finished piece. And this is the template that helps us determine the size of the cutout in the tile. Now, with these lines that help us, I'm going to mark this. And what you can do now is cut these out so we can get this template right back against the
Okay,
wall.
I can do that. You trust me to do this, Richard?
You were actually doing a better job than I could. All right, so we start with a masonry bit and do a series of pilot holes all around this outline. Hold it level, push.
This isn't working so good.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is. Good, now go easy. There's pipes behind it. All right, well, that's enough holes.
that for you?
Yeah, and why don't you pass me that black tool right there on the counter and plug it in if you get a chance to.
Yep.
All right, so this is a rotary tool and has a ceramic tile bit in it. You can get this at a home center. And now we'll connect the dots. Okay, that's working great. Why don't you try one? Look at that. All the way down? Yep. Got it there. So now we want to chip out that tile inside of the...
I'll let you do that.
Okay, I'll take the glasses.
Okay. The whole wall falls down. I won't
Yeah.
be anywhere near it.
Now I've got to get this old valve out of this, so I've got to cut all 4 of the pipes. So I'm using a hacksaw blade holder. It's a regular blade that I've snapped off and allows me to get into really tight places.
Is that a hard to find tool?
No, I mean, it's available at home centers or hardware stores, $5 or $6.
Now, do you have to measure that? Does it have to be an exact place where you cut?
But once this valve is out of the way, I'll be able to recut to the exact lengths that I need with a different tool. All right.
Oh, great.
Here's our old valve. Want to throw that in the bucket?
Yep.
All right, now I'm ready for that other valve, the new valve.
The new one here?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll mount it onto the connection down to the spout, and now I've got to measure up the pipe lengths for the new work. That's it. Now we'll take one of these 2.5-inch pieces you've cut and cleaned and apply some flux. And the valve has been cleaned. We'll stick that in there. Then I'll need 2 of these adapter, a coupling and an elbow.
So with a combination of the adapter and the elbow, you can get the distance just dialed in just right?
That's right. That goes on here, and this will go on right there, and the same thing on the other side. All right, so the last thing to do is to make this connection up in here, which is really tight, and I just got to try to lift that and make the gap.
And then they just all jiggle in together?
I'd like to think it's more scientific than jiggling in together.
It looks like jiggling to me.
You're right. All right, so that's good to go. Now we're ready to solder. And what we want to do is do that safely. So I've got a fire retardant blanket for behind here. I want you to man the spray water.
The spray water or the...
Yeah, right here. I just got
okay.
a bottle that I want you to be ready to go with.
I can see that shield is working really well.
Yeah, I don't know what it's made of, but it works pretty good.
Looks like a carpet resin.
Can I spray it, please?
Smells like toast.
Will you burn your toast? Okay. Good thing we had that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to thread this stem assembly back in. I didn't want to leave that in there while we were soldering.
Why is that?
Well, the heat of it could wreck the spindle, so I didn't want to do that. Next thing, run downstairs and turn the water. Let's do a test.
Okay.
Okay. And no leaks. Good. Come on up. All right, so just apply a bead of caulk to the back of this cover plate or escutcheon. Don't want any water to get down behind it. Good, lift that. Okay, I'll just snug this one up and then I'll come over to your side. All right, now it's time for the acid test. You got a good water temperature there?
Yep, feels
All right.
great.
Is Phoebe here?
Yep, I think so. Hey, Phoebe,
Yeah.
give that toilet a flush. Let's see if it works.
All right.
All right, keep your hand in there, see how it does.
I did it!
All right. right. Pretty good? Yeah, looks great. This is wonderful. 5 years of scalding showers. This is great. Well, it took a little more than an hour, but yeah, I can't wait to take. I think I'll take a shower right now. All right. Thanks a lot, Richard. Boy, I am glad that I didn't break a tile or burn the house down.
Thank you.
Hey, great job. Awesome plumbing, Richard.
And tune in next week. We can talk about air conditioning.
Well, Roger, on a beautiful sunny day like this, do we really have to think about the next landscaping question?
We do, Stephen. We actually have a question from Ralph in Rahway, New Jersey. He wants to know, he says he's read a lot about robotic mowers and what we think of them. So we're here today with Ernie.
So Ernie is one of this new generation of mowers that just go around and take care of the lawn itself. What do we think of him? By the way, is he going to hurt me?
No, see, he's going to turn around and leave.
So how does he know where to go?
What we've done is we have a perimeter wire energized buried along the edge. Ernie comes over to it, stops, turns, and moves off in a random direction.
Random, so he doesn't really know that he's cut the whole lawn.
No, but we know that if he cuts for 2 or 3 hours every day, everything will get done.
So if a kid gets in the way or something like that, he'll stop and move.
Exactly. Now, Ernie's got a 9-inch blade hidden underneath there, so it's pretty far in from the edge, so it's safe. And he's been on this for 3 years, and we have no complaints.
He cuts the lawn every day?
Cuts the lawn every day, 2 to 3 hours a day.
So the lawn never gets too long?
Never gets too long, and every day it takes off a little bit of grass. And the lawn loves it because that breaks down and feeds the grass. We actually save a fertilization. We don't have to rake, and the lawn is beautiful.
Wow. How big a lawn can he do?
He can do about 18,000 square feet.
So 18,000 square feet is 5 times what we're seeing here.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Does he run out of juice?
Well, he's got a sensor on his battery. When he runs out of juice, he'll take and find a line that I've hidden called the home line and run over to his recharger.
Huh. That is great, Roger. How much are these things?
Well, Steve, 3 years ago it was $2,500. Now the price is down to $1,400.
Wow. I could get pretty interested in Ernie. So what's this, another robot?
Indeed, Steve, a big heavy-duty one. Take a look underneath here.
Ooh, look at that. 3 blades.
Yeah.
And these are serious and sharp.
Very.
So how big an area will this cover?
This machine will cover 2,500 square feet on one of these batteries.
It looks like it's as big as a car battery.
It is,
too.
literally, isn't it?
2,500 square feet. So, what, it talks to you?
Imagine that, even more.
I don't know.
Now, the difference between this machine and Ernie is this doesn't have a recharging station. You have to bring this battery inside and charge it that way. The manufacturer recommends you have 2 batteries, so when one runs low, you can simply slide one that's already been charged in.
That's if you have a lawn that's bigger than 2,500 square feet.
Right.
Crank it up. Let's see it work.
All right. This takes a minute to warm up. While it's warming up, look over here. On the perimeter, we have this green wire, which is a low voltage wire.
So same as the other one.
Same as the other one. The machine comes over, senses it, and tells it to stay in the inside and do the lawn.
So now it's cranked up. I can hear the whir of the cutters.
This machine will go around the perimeter twice, and then it'll start randomly cutting the rest of it.
So same principle as the other one.
Same principle.
How much is this one, Roger?
Steve, this one's not bad. You're looking at $500.
Huh. Well, we've learned a lot about these robot mowers today, Roger.
We sure have.
But as for me, I think I'll stick to the old-fashioned way. No batteries required.
Well, while you do that, I'll go help Bernie work, okay?
All right, Roger. Thank you.
Well, Roger, I really like that robotic lawnmower thing.
They are really cool. Tommy, why an alligator head in my space?
Roger, in your line of work, you could use a whole menagerie of this kind of stuff to keep your house critter-proof.
Really? Okay, I'll bite.
Okay, take a look. Well, I'm here to meet Stephanie for the Massachusetts Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Well, hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Good morning, Tom. Good. How are you?
Boy, this looks like a yard sale. What's going on here? We got snakes and beach balls, an owl, crocodile. What's that all about?
These are just some examples of ways to critter-proof your house and be safe with wildlife in your neighborhood.
Yeah, what's the beach ball about?
It's an example of a scarecrow or an effigy that you can put in your tree or by a pond and keep wildlife from coming around.
Does he work?
Oh, sure, if you do it right.
What are we going to keep away with the crocodile?
Waterfowl, again, it's placed in the water.
Boy, we got all kinds of netting, cages, spikes. You know, this is interesting. I've tried these traps before. How well do they work? I mean, you're trapping an animal, it's in there, he's live. Then what do you do with him? I've always wondered about that.
Yeah, that's why we don't recommend them all the time, but they're great when you are going to exclude the animal, like with a chimney cap. So you remove the animal with this, cap the chimney, and let the animal go.
Ah, well, that sounds like a pretty good trap. Well, let's meet the homeowner, see what her problem is.
Great.
Hi, Judy. I'm
Hi.
Tom.
Nice to
I
meet
guess
you.
you already know Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see
Well,
you.
we got your letter, and you said you had all kinds of critters around your house.
We do.
What are they doing? Eating, boring, or what?
Well, they're doing a number of different things.
Yeah.
You know, from bothering my garden to, you know, digging into the house and nesting.
Well, let's take a look. See what you got.
Sure.
I mean, are they keeping you up at night?
We do hear some thumping and bumping at night. We also have had some digging right here.
Oh, yeah, and back there?
Right
the
here.
Screen looks damaged.
In front
I wonder
of
if they
both
did
of our
that.
front cellar windows.
Yeah.
Probably, I imagine something pushed that screen
What
in.
else do you have? Anything?
We have a bee's nest. We have a couple of bee's nests. One is right here,
Oh, yeah, I can see him. I can see him.
active.
Yeah. What else?
Also, around here, we have lots and lots of sparrows. Here's one of their nesting areas right here.
I
You
can
can
actually
see some of the
the
material.
nest. Yeah, I can see remnants of the nest.
And there are other locations that they get in as well.
Right. Well, I see some bees' nest up in that louver
Yeah,
up there.
up there is actually a growing bee's nest.
Is anybody
That's
getting stung yet?
No, it's screened off inside. That's a cedar closet. We just haven't
Well, they got to
really
look
known
somewhere,
how to
you
deal
know.
with it yet.
And they don't take up a lot of space. They're just little. Have you got anything that's really concerned you? Got anything got in the house?
Well, yeah, we've actually had a bat come in our house.
A bat?
Yeah. That window up there is our upstairs bathroom. And we found the bat in the toilet in
Really?
the summertime. It was a very hot night. We think, well, according to Stephanie now, I think it might have come in from that vent up there.
Is that pretty much how they get in, Steph?
Oh, there's a number of ways it could get in. That certainly might be something.
Really? How about, I don't see anything back here that alarms me in any way.
Well, we've had some bumping, and my cats sort of go nuts down the cellar, and I was worrying that maybe it was
A dryer vent?
something, but I'm guessing now that it's the dryer vent, which was found propped open when Stephanie investigated
Yeah, but
for
the
me.
dryer vent's hooked up, Stephanie. Would that matter?
Absolutely. We get calls all the time from folks who have animals living in an active dryer vent.
In an active dryer vent.
Right.
Boy, that really surprises me. I see you've got some wire up here. What's this about?
Actually, that was put up, the previous homeowners put that up, and I think I know why after living here for about a year. we hear bumping and noises at night, and I've seen tracks coming out the other side. The other side isn't covered at all.
It doesn't look like it's closed in from the other side at all.
No,
So
it's
this
not.
is-
It's probably an open invitation for them to nest, but we're not sure what would be best to put around it and how, to oust them.
Well, here's what I want to see. The front of the porch over here. It looked pretty open from down back. Oh, yeah. Boy, Judy, I don't know. This seems like a gateway to let all the critters in under here. Well, what do you think? Are you going to do anything with this lattice work eventually?
Well, we're hoping to replace that and to bring it down. We're thinking of a PVC lattice.
Well, that'll be a good solution. Well, what can we do temporarily? I'm thinking maybe that steel wire mesh, that cloth.
Hardware cloth down into the ground about 8 to 12 inches with an L-shaped footer at the bottom will protect this well. There may be an animal living under there, so using a one-way door is a great solution. And at this time of year, there's no young present, so we can use it without a problem.
Well, that sounds great. Well, let's get started on that. Okay, Steph, how much of a band or a foot do you want on this?
I'd say put a good L on the bottom, maybe about 6 inches or so. That's perfect. That looks great.
All right, you ready? I'm going to push down. We'll just bend it up easy now.
What we want to do is prohibit those little critters from being able to burrow underneath this, so when they hit that L, they stop.
Well, this is a good idea. Okay, Judy, that's great. Steph, what do you got there?
This is the one-way door we talked about?
Oh, yeah, right.
It's great because you really don't need to come into contact with wildlife at all. You apply it to the side of the house like we're going to do. The animal exits, tries to come back, and can't.
Great.
It's great as long as young aren't present.
All right, well, that looks like a pretty good-sized hole. I'll get started on that.
What do you mean by young aren't present?
Sometimes young animals will be in the nest and they can't exit through the one-way door and they'll be orphaned, so we want to be careful about that.
Okay, I've got the hole. I just set this up over the hole, and I'll wire it to the wire. Okay, ladies, let's bring it over. See if it fits. Be careful now, no cuts. Get it down as far as we can. There's a stone there. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, now I just got some staples here. Tack it. Okay, Judy, once you do your permanent grading here, I'd recommend you put this on the inside. Yeah, this stuff won't rust. It's galvanized too. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Well, that's right, Judy. Just fill that right in, nice and level with the ground. Well, Steph, did we do our job?
Absolutely, this is the solution.
We've got the animal removed humanely. We didn't use any poisons or traps, and we'll prevent the animal from coming back. This is a long-term solution.
Well, that's great. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm going to take off, and we'll see you all later.
Thanks,
Okay,
Tom.
thanks a lot.
You're the best. You're the best. So, Tom, was there really an animal in there?
I did see signs of a crocodile.
So remember, folks, keep those cards and letters coming to us or email us at the address on the screen. Until next time, I'm Steve Thomas.
I'm Roger Cook.
I'm Richard Louie.
And I'm Crocodile Silva.
For Ask This Old House.